All right, how you doing? I was ordering some Lunatic books from a seller. He had an auction starting at 99 cents, and he was the only one that had the books that cheap to start. Otherwise, the Lunatic 1, 2, 3 was gonna run me up around $10. So I bid on the Lunatic books, and I won them for 99 cents. Shipping was gonna be $7 or $8. So I asked the seller, hey, do you have any buy it nows so I can combine shipping? Lo and behold, no buy nows. However, he did have other auctions going on that would be ending 5 days later. Well, in no big rush to get the Lunatic books. I told him, well, I might check some of those out, and he said, yeah, go for it. No one's bidding on them. You're almost guaranteed to win. So I put minimum bids on his other auctions, all 99 cents, and they all went through for the single bid. And yeah, later on, seller sent me a combined shipping invoice, and I paid, and got a real big, real heavy box in the mail. I'll go ahead and crack it open. So this weekend, well, just Saturday to be specific. Let's see if I can do anything about that shaker. I'm going to a sidewalk sale in the city of Tustin for comic tunes and toys dollar sale. They're saying it's the most books they've ever had for sale in a sidewalk sale. And it's the first time I can remember that they weren't 50 centers. So I let a couple people know that I knew were in the vicinity. And yeah, Jeff from Artful Curves might meet me there, trying to coordinate that. And aside from that, my brother and I used to go to this show in Whittier. It's held in a antique mall, a collectibles show that kind of evolved into mostly weekly Magic tournaments. So we kind of stopped going. However, last time we went was on a rainy night. We were mostly looking for action figures. And they didn't have a lot, but I always kind of made a mental note to periodically check up on this Jimmy's Collectibles show in Whittier, right off of Whittier Boulevard. It's like perfectly by the 605 freeway. So they do shows every Tuesday and Friday. So might actually shoot some video there and see what it looks like. I haven't really gone since we've had a little bit of a, I'm gonna call it a comic book resurgence.
Badaboom.
Oh man, this guy knows how to package. So yeah, maybe I'll walk around video there. Tuesdays and Fridays. That's perfect. See, he's not interfering with Frankenstein's at all, so that means that local Magic enthusiasts, they can get their kicks on Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's pretty smart. So anyway, the only reason I was even thinking of being in that area was because I was going to have some electric work done on our family truck. And I was like, oh, hey, it's right by that Jimmy's show. So one of the lots I bid on from this seller was a Bravura. Now, I've never had too many Bravura books. There was Starjammers by, I believe it's Walter Simonson, Breed by Starlin, And then there was Power and Glory by Chaikin. And I can't remember too many other books off of Bravura. It was a Malibu subline that came around a little bit after my much loved Ultraverse universe. But yeah, Bravura didn't last too long, even though they had some great, really good creators helming stuff. So right off the start, I see Dreadstar, Peter David and Ernie Colon. Alone. It's accented. I forget. I forget if that means you pronounce the vowel sound as the letter sound. Cologne. No. So here's Dreadstar, and I don't know. Kind of a cool thing, in my opinion, is a lot of these have duplicates, and I mean, I'm gonna need a long box. Mad duplicates. I don't just mean like one or two extra copies. I mean like some of these sets are going to be sets of doubles. All right. So, Dreadstar, Peter David. Peter David was always my Chris Claremont. I much preferred Peter David over Claremont. This is issue 1. Another issue 1. Not that you have to necessarily draw a line in the sand and say, are you a Peter David man or a Chris Claremont man? It's just is kind of the way it was. I loved David on Hulk, but I never could get into a Claremont on X-Men. This is Stephen Grant and Gil Kane on Edge. One of Edge. Book 2 of Edge. Another book 2. I feel like this guy was just trying to get rid of some light in the
Can't have
collection.
people complaining that there's not enough cheese in the cheese sandwiches now, can we? I mean, if there's no cheese in a cheese sandwich, it's basically just 2 slices of bread.
That's another issue 2. This is one I always wanted to have Starlin sign, but he's notorious for using only his markers, and from what I've seen, he uses like really fuzzy, borderline dry Sharpies, chisel tip. And this book, it just screams for like, yeah, screw it. These boards gotta go anyway. Let's just, if you guys don't mind, let's just take these out of the bagging boards now. That's a little better. So we got Breed, issue 1. Yeah, these, I can maybe save the boards for notes, but this is one of those rebag and board type lots. So yeah, I believe Breed eventually made its way over, and then these are in good bag and boards. Weird. So here's Breed 2. Breed 2 again. I believe Breed later made its way over to Image. Breed 3. I'll just stop showing the doubles now. It's kind of cool, man. Breed sort of had like this horn around his brow. It sort of reminded me of like Prophet from Image. These guys had this petrified cartilage surrounding their orbital sockets. And here's issue 5. I don't even remember this. Yeah, he looks kind of like Vampire Prophet. He's taking out a little Godzilla on this one. Surely there's another. Here's the other issue of Edge. 2 copies of Breed. A lot of these, maybe I can salvage the boards. Here's Strike Back 1 of 6, and I believe that there was only the issue 1s. So Strike Back, 2 copies of issue 1. Cool. This was one of the main ones I thought looked good. Walter Simonson. Star Slammers.
Oh, back to school. Back to school. Back.
Yeah, it's just a Malibu imprint, which I'm pretty sure that initially Image was a Malibu imprint. So, Star Slammers 1, 2, another 2. This, yeah, great, man. I really got into Simonson over the years. There's the issue 3s, but it's a 3 of 5, so I guess I don't have 4 and 5. And okay. So Power and Glory, Howard Chaykin. So 2 copies of 1A and 2 copies of 1B. Okay. Here's the issue 2s. Yeah, I remember my little cousin David had, for some reason, he had like 3 comics in his collection when he was like 8, and one of them was an American flag. Like, it was the strangest thing. He had like a random issue of Uncanny X-Men, maybe like Captain America, and then an American flag for some reason. It's issues of 3. And issues of 4. I guess we just have variants on the first one there. And I gotta give the guy credit, you know. Like, he did kind of tell me, bid on these, and they're basically yours. But that's tough, man. When you list something for a low starting price and it doesn't get any interest, and you end up selling it, you know, losing money on it, it's never fun. It's just sometimes when it goes the other way. Yeah! Hopefully he was realistic and knew that a Bravura comic slot wasn't gonna incite a bidding war. You know, there has never been a pissing contest over Bravura comics. I can tell you that. And if there was one, it was over Chaykin's ego. Sorry for the shaking. You know, Southern California, rocking and rumbling. All right, so got some AOK ammunition.
Anytime, any place, anywhere. If you ever need me, I'll be there.
Okay, here's some X-Force. Here's X-Force 83. Here's X-Force 81. Here's X-Force 59. Not bad. These are probably someone's gold, you know? You never know. Someone might be working on an X-Force run. This is X-Force 55, during that weird era when Marvel didn't know what they were doing with their trade dress. Here's issue 54. Another 99-cent lot. Just dying on the vine. Is this another Adam Polina, 1985. I just can't find the number on this one. I don't see what issue that is. Adam Polina. Oh man, it looks like they took out the Blob. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a wraparound cover and the numbers on the back.
Did you just call me Blob?
Here's a cool one. There's a Cable. Yeah, this one is most definitely a wraparound. Take this one out real quick. Wraparound cover. Threefold. And I haven't folded it 3 times. And oh, it's in the barcode. Maybe I've been looking everywhere, but where it's at, it's in the barcode. All right. Yeah, dummy. 51. Here's another 50. There's another 50. Sometimes you accidentally buy comics by the pound. Okay. Still only 150. Issue 1. Excuse me. Issue. I just said still only 150, and I almost said issue 150. No, it's actually issue 49. Stugazzo. I feel like I was set up to fail, but it's right there, 49. Yeah. 49. Here's something fresh. More Adam Polina. Yeah, these are nice bag and boards. I don't have to change these. Issue 48. Oh, sweet. Wolverine Gambit, Tim Sale. All these books seem to be from 1995. Yeah, Victims. Remember one year my brother had his birthday at Chuck E. Cheese, and I walked over to the Toys R Us. There always seemed to be a Toys R Us right by Chuck E. Cheese. And in a big collector's block, they had all 4 of the Jeff Loeb, Tim Sale, Wolverine Gambit Victim story. I wish I'd have gotten it, because sometimes those little collected lots that they sell together are kind of cool to have now. X Factor 130. X Factor 123. Matsuda. I liked Matsuda on Awesome Studios Newman.
I despise him!
Matsuda. I think they got Matsuda on this because he looked a lot like Joe Mad, and a lot of people don't look back on that as a good era of X-Men at all. I know it's kind of considered kind of the dark times of X-Men, when they were just kind of like, let's try manga for a while. Let's see if X-Men sells if we do it in manga style. But I actually remember buying comics at the 7-Eleven by my high school around this time. Here's an X Factor 121. Pretty sure that's Forge. The Darkest Hour is issue 120. That is some darkness. No bones about it. Here is... Man, I wish I had read that Age of Apocalypse stuff. It seems like there was two Sabretooths. There was like a Sabretooth and a Sabretooth Jr. Anyway, here's X Factor 119. Here's the one I wanted. I bought this whole lot for this one book. 118. Havoc versus Random. Yeah. Freaking cool. It's like a long box or a short box of comics. There's 117. I'll put the seller's name right here in case you want to bid on one of his auctions. It's pretty much just pay for shipping, to be honest with you. He's pretty good at combining too. Okay, let's wrap this up. This is what started it all. I wanted these Lunatik books for these cool Sienkiewicz covers. This is Lunatik issue 3. This is Lunatik issue 2. Sorry about the glare on the books earlier on. I finally figured it out. This looks a lot like Casada, but it's not him. And there's that little fairy. It's issue 1 of Lunatic. Right. Well, oh shoot, here's the rest of Dreadstar. Yes, Ernie Colon. He does like this cool kind of colored pencil style. So that's issue 4. Jim Starlin's Dreadstar. Jim Starlin's Dreadstar. So Jim Starlin had Breed and Dreadstar. It's issue 3. This seller was delighted to get rid of these books, but I don't care. I'll keep them. It's all good. Dreadstar 3. And last 2 books, Dreadstar 2s. So, I don't know how I did.
And you blew it!
After shipping and everything, all those books were around $20. And I like them. I mean, the Lunatics alone were going to be half that after shipping, so... Hey, the seller left me good feedback. I left him good feedback. We're all good. I think I probably only need to break out about 40 new bag and boards, and I think the rest can be salvaged. But anyway, that it's kind of a funky, flunky video. but it's content, and hope you're okay with it. They can't all be packed with the winners, but you know what, man? It's books like that that make up a collection. At least in my case. Are there any keys? No. Not at all. But some cool covers. I get to really see what Jim Starlin's Breed is about.
It's about a
It's kind
guy.
of like when I bought all of Barry Windsor Smith's Room. You know, it's like you just take a leap of faith because you're like an artist. You're like a creator. Anyway, that's the video sunk. Thanks for watching. Again, sorry for any technical issues with the lighting. And yeah, have a good one.